how do I cope with the pain and trauma after discovering my partner cheated. Mary Faxon, thank you for joining me today. This is some of the most excruciating experiences that humans can have. It's been said, and I've heard it said, that the pain of betrayal is almost worse than the death of a spouse. In your experience, is that an overstatement?
No, not at all. It is every bit that painful. It's not exaggerated at all.
Where do you even start grieving a loss like that?
It sounds tacky, but even just one little tiny piece at a time. A little bit every day. I tell folks, if you even get stuck at that, take 10 minutes a day and let yourself feel the pain for just a minute.
In the article, you talk about the importance of a personal support team. What does that look like, and why does that matter?
All of your story is not for everybody all the time, but it is for some people, and some people need to help you carry it. We weren't designed to carry grief alone.
All right, I got one more question for you. Will I ever get over the hurt?
Yeah, the $1 million question, right?
In this episode of the Road to Happiness podcast, I'm going to be joined by Mary Faxon, a NICC therapist from MyCounselor.Online, and we're going to be talking about a tender subject. How do I cope with the pain and trauma after discovering my partner's cheated on me? If you've ever been cheated on, or you know somebody that's been cheated on, you know the immense pain that comes from that. And it can be hard to know where to even begin caring for and consoling a friend, or working through your own grief if you're the one going through this experience. So I just so appreciate Mary's heart in writing this article that we're going to unpack together. And I really believe it's going to be helpful to you, whether or not this has been part of your story, or in equipping you to come alongside those in your life who it is part of their story and has been part of their story, and knowing how to be helpful to them. So stick around. We're going to learn some things that will help you mature into true happiness. The Road to Happiness podcast is made possible by MyCounselor.Online. Hey, we all need some help every now and then. And the counselors at MyCounselor.Online are thrilled to come alongside you and help you navigate all the challenges in relationship or just life, the obstacles that life throws at you that get in the way. So check them out, MyCounselor.Online. They'd be honored to serve you. Mary Faxon, thank you for joining me today. What a joy to get to hang out a little bit and talk about your new article that's out on how do I cope with the pain and trauma after discovering my partner cheated. This is some of the most excruciating experiences that humans can have, is going through this. And I'm just so appreciate that you as a counselor walk with people through this pain all the time and help them find the life on the other side of that pain, and that you've taken the time to kind of distill some of that wisdom from that work into this article. So I just want to start with this question of, it's been said, and I've heard it said, that the pain of betrayal is almost worse than the death of a spouse. In your experience, is that an overstatement? Do you think that's kind of overblowing it, or what do you see?
Not at all. I do hear that often, and that question even comes up. Is this too much? Am I being silly? It really is that painful. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the person that's supposed to be your safest place on earth, this side of heaven. And suddenly that person is not who or how you thought they were going to be in the world. It is that same impact as if you lost that person and who you thought they were. But their body is still here walking around. Someone who's died, you get to say goodbye, and you can't do that here. It is every bit that painful. It's not exaggerated at all.
Where do you even start grieving like a loss like that. Like it's
Mhm.
so like crushing.
Yeah. It sounds tacky, but even just one little tiny piece at a time,
Mm.
a little bit every day. We have a process we work through actually with individuals, and even giving a little bit of structure to figure out how to do that. And there's some steps that are really specific. We help even just to build some scaffolding around how.
Yeah.
We tell folks, if you even get stuck at that, grab a piece of paper and a pen and take 10 minutes a day and let yourself feel the pain for just a minute and
Mm.
get some kind of words out in front of you. It sounds like a goofy starting place, but sometimes when it just touches every part of your life,
Yeah.
it just helps to start getting some of the thoughts and words out from inside your head and in front of you. That's one place you can start.
Yeah. Because we bottle it up inside, and that's no good for us,
Yeah.
right? Like if we try to do it alone, we try to just stuff
Mm-hmm.
it down. Like
Right.
it makes sense that we want to get away from the pain, but
Mm-hmm.
it actually doesn't do that. It kind of it
No.
gets stuck in. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a beautiful place to begin. It's simple, but it really does work. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
set down the pen, paper, journal of some sort, whatever you want to call it, and just making space in your life to acknowledge the loss. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a great place to start. In the article, you talk about the importance of like a personal support team.
Mm-hmm.
Curious, what does that look like, and why does that matter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of people do want to do that. We bottle it in. We're very careful, and I do want to help people here. All of your story is not for everybody all the time, but it is for some people, and some people need to help you carry it. We weren't designed to carry grief alone. God designed our bodies and our emotions and our mind and our spirit to connect with other people. It's
Hmm.
even in scripture, we bear each other's burdens. So we actually can't fully process to completion emotions, grief, life experiences without some people who are in our corner, who believe the best of us, they may not have all the answers, but they care about you and the pain that you're going through. And it actually helps to lessen some of the intensity of what you are walking through. They can't do it for you. They can't take it away, but our body literally responds and feels less of the impact, even in a fraction of a less of the impact, when we can share and connect some of our experiences with another human being who cares for us. Yeah.
Such a key point. I think we don't realize, and in our individualistic society, needing other people,
Mm-hmm.
gets labeled as weakness. We can feel weak and feel shame
Yeah.
in like being needy or needing others. But I mean, what I hear you saying is it's not just a nice thing
Mm-hmm.
to have, that actually neurologically we can't metabolize these things in isolation. Like the design is such that we do actually need other people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like, when we're babies, you watch
Mm-hmm.
babies learn, they cry,
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for a face. They're starting, when babies cry, it's almost involuntary. We have to go over there and pick them up.
Yeah.
Right? They only learn with the only language they have if they're going to be okay, because someone picks them up, pulls them close, and comforts them
Yeah.
and help their emotions. They help their body learn, you're okay. I'm with you. You're okay. We don't lose that need in our life.
Yeah.
It just grows with us.
Mm-hmm.
We
It
reach with
looks different, right?
it. Looks
Usually we're not, as a full-grown adults, being like cradled and rocked
right.
in somebody's
Yeah, we're not
lap.
scooped up, but we're
Yeah.
held with our words. We're held with eye
Right.
contact. We're held with proximity. Those kinds of things. And we
Yeah.
still were designed to be comforted in our times of need.
Yeah. While it looks different, the basic need there to be supported and cared for in
Right.
order to metabolize scary, painful, sad, hard things. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a flaw. It's a feature that God designed into the system.
Right.
Yeah.
It's doing
That's
its job. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pointing you to the need for community, for connection, for compassionate care.
I just got to say, Mary, frankly, I don't like that part of the design.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else watching this, so I don't know if you've ever had, like something about how God designed the world that you don't like, and that if you were God, maybe you would do it differently in your mind.
Yeah.
But, and maybe others watching this can relate. But I've found that from the pain in my own story of times when I've needed people and they've not been there has caused it to be really painful and scary to think that I need people. Because what if I need them and they're not there? And so I just kind of like pull back at the idea of, if you're telling me I've got to trust other people, I got to lean in, like, that's scary. That's risky.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be like, screw that. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Absolutely. Well, this is not the time. This is pulling the drawbridges, put up the
Right. That's I'm
shutters.
ready to go behind my wall and
Yeah.
turtle shell and kind of pull in. Like, I'm not about that.
Yeah. And that would make sense. God's given us the capacity to protect ourselves too when we don't have safe people. Mm-hmm. Even that is not broken or wrong. It would make sense. Life may have taught you, especially in this kind of pain, it's taught you that I needed somebody and suddenly they're not there. It can feel so scary to reach out to somebody else.
Yeah. And what I'm hearing you saying is that while you can survive these things, that God has given us the ability, He's given us defenses, He's given us, maybe a turtle shell that we can pull into. We can survive a loss like this without leaning into other relationships vulnerably, but we really can't heal and move forward in a healthy way from them without that kind of risk.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't like that, but I hear you.
Yeah, thanks for the honesty. We welcome that too. Like, I don't like this part, and that's okay.
That's maybe say a little bit more about that. I think it's in situations like this where there's so much pain and there's so much things that's like, why God? Why I'm going through this? Like, is it normal to have questions like that? Is that normal to have this, maybe even our trust with God impacted?
Oh gosh,
when we're feeling this kind of pain.
So very normal for someone to question everything in their life. I mean, how could you not? God's supposed to be all-knowing, all-seeing, eternal, all those things. And He's supposed to be loving and caring. How could you not question? Where were you? What was going on? It shakes us to our very core. And it makes absolute sense that He would need to push back, even to go, wait, hey, where are you right now?
Yeah.
I need you to show up and talk to me.
I got to ask the question that I think, is in some people's hearts. I know as I've gone through these seasons, I've had this question like, does it make me a bad Christian? Like, if I'm like, is there something wrong with me, or that, am I going to make God angry if I'm frustrated and questioning why?
No. The very short answer is no. Doesn't make you bad. It makes you human. Makes you human. I think I remember a couple of places, and we talk a lot about this, just wrestling with that question, but I have to hang on to those scriptures for myself in my own journey, that Christ was angry and hurt, and He had big questions for God the day before He did the very thing He was called and created to do on earth. He went, what are you doing? Is there not another way? He pushed back on the one He knew everything. If He can do that, you better believe we can.
Yeah. Wow, that's so powerful. I mean, if He being perfect in the facing that pain, facing these things, could ask why. It really is permission giving, isn't it? Like that He's when the scriptures say that he's acquainted with our griefs and our sufferings and our struggle, like he really does get it.
Yeah.
He's not like disappointed, wagging the finger,
No,
He's got
not one bit.
compassion.
Yeah, it's human. This sucks and it hurts.
Yeah.
And we have every right to ask those big questions. Love doesn't turn away from real big questions. It moves towards it.
Yeah. Mm. All right. I got one more question for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's one that, anybody going through this kind of pain, feeling this kind of pain, wonders, will I ever get over the hurt?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it always going to hurt this bad?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the $1 million question, right? Yeah. It doesn't leave your life, but it does change over time. With intentional care. Everything I know feels like it's just right here all the time right now, right? It's just every corner of your world is consumed with this pain. As I sit with people, we talk about this, like you can't get away from it. But over time and intentional care, processing emotions, taking the time to be with people, do the grief work, do the hard work, it lessens in intensity, and it doesn't impact and touch every single portion of your life. You will have room to breathe. You will have hope. You will have joy. You will have identity. You will not be stuck here forever. This will not be your whole story. It's a line in a chapter in your story, but it's not your whole story. It sucks right now, but it's not your whole story. And it will not feel this intense forever.
Man, I know there's some people watching this and needed to hear that. Thank you for sharing that hope. Yeah. And I know it's not just hope based on nothing. Like I know you've walked with hundreds and hundreds of folks that have experienced tremendous pain and loss and betrayal and witnessed what you're describing. You've seen them kind of come through the other side and have life and joy and fullness of life on the other side and have those new chapters in life. And so, it's a good word. And I think important to note, like you said, that time in of itself doesn't heal. People talk about, time heals all pain. And it's just not true, really.
No.
It's incomplete. And that time alone doesn't heal all pain. That there's wounds like this that if they're not cared for, they just fester with time. They actually get worse and not better, and they influence our future chapters and relationships and seed all sorts of things that undermine our future. But when we get the help we need, when we get the support that we need, and we care for those things with time, these things do heal, and there is life after it.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there's hope. Your grief is not your identity.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for this article. Thanks for the work that you do in caring for folks every day and helping them through these dark seasons, these hard things, into the beautiful life that they can have after these things. So, thanks, Mary. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thanks for making the time.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. Brings Cassie and I a lot of joy to be a part of your story and have these conversations with you just about life and faith and neuroscience. Like, it is such a joy to get to do this with you. It's more fun when we learn together. I got a small ask for you. Would you hit the subscribe button for this podcast? It really helps us, and it's a free way in which you can support what it is that we're doing and help others be able to connect with the same resources that you're enjoying. And if you find yourself in need of a little extra help, Check out My Counselor Online. They're our sponsors. They make this podcast possible. The Christian counselors at My Counselor Online would be thrilled to come alongside you and serve you in your time of need. Hey, and Cassie and I want you to know that we're praying for you and that we're cheering you on as you mature into true happiness.